What's up, guys? Mike here, and I honestly don't know how to feel about this video going into it, knowing that this is going to be my final video for 2017. I am kind of recording this at a pretty somber time because if you guys don't know, the FCC pretty much killed net neutrality today as of this recording. I am recording this on the 15th. Yeah, it's honestly a very sad day on the internet, and I really do hope in next year, 2018, that we actually do fight for net neutrality to still be a thing. But that's not what this video is about. Honestly, I just wanted to kind of make this video to pretty much just thank you guys for everything this year. And honestly, when I think of my year in 2017 in a nutshell, there's only one image that really comes to mind, and that would be this image right here. I don't know who the heck actually drew this photo, but whoever drew this really spoke to me in terms of how I've been feeling this entire year about everything, because I know that as a YouTube content creator and now a Twitch streamer, I know that my job is to entertain you guys and make you guys feel good and maybe forget about your troubles for now and just enjoy some video game content by yours truly. But honestly, the overwhelming amount of support and all the amount of people that have been reaching out to me this entire year has just been... words can't even describe how thankful I am for every single one of you. And you guys really have made my 2017 such a seriously fantastic one. And if I am coughing in this video, I do apologize because I'm... I still have a little bit of that flu left from the other week. That's why I didn't stream last week. So I know this video should be going up just right before the holidays, actually. But, again, there's just quite a lot of people I really want to thank in this video and just legitimately just get my thoughts out on the table and just legitimately kind of look back on the year a bit and just reflect a little bit on what has happened this year in terms of everything, whether it's everything that's been good in gaming, all the amazing people I've met, how far I've come as a content creator. It's just been all so phenomenal. But first person I really do have to thank, though, for everything this year, I definitely have to thank my girlfriend first and foremost. My girlfriend has legitimately kept me afloat pretty much this entire year, and honestly, without her, I genuinely have no idea where I would be at this moment. And I seriously say that with such a heavy heart, because for those that are new to the channel or have been around since the whole Switch line and everything, that don't really know about where my channel originated from, I started YouTube back in 2014 when my girlfriend and I actually first started going out, and she actually convinced me to make my YouTube channel. I had reached about 700 subscribers before losing all of them to Music Nations. And back in April 2016, I had to pretty much build my channel all the way from scratch again. I lost a lot on that channel, and it really kind of nearly pushed me to depression, and it nearly made me stop making content for the platform. But my girlfriend was the one who ended up convincing me to keep going and to just keep striving and moving forward with everything that was my channel. And yeah, I'm really glad that I ended up listening to her, because now look where I am. Seriously, without her, though, I probably would end up going hungry on some days. She has legitimately kept me fed. She has legitimately taken care of me in so many ways that it's really unreal how much it really means to have her in my life. And she is nothing short of a blessing, and she is absolutely the most phenomenal person in my life. And without her, I genuinely would not be where I am right now. It's kind of a scary thought to think that I probably wouldn't even be on YouTube right now if it wasn't for her. And for that, I really do have to thank her for everything that she has given me. She's been there in every live stream. You've seen her as Live, Laugh, Love. You've seen her in some of my vlogs this year. You've seen her around when I've come to the Nintendo New York store to hang out with you guys. She has literally been a saint and a half, and honestly, I cannot thank you guys enough for allowing her to be a part of my channel, and the fact that you guys are so open and welcoming to her and everything. That really does mean a lot. Hopefully next year I can have her in a few more things instead of just vlog cameos. But we'll see where that goes next year. But seriously, it blows my mind that I ended up losing all 700 subscribers back in 2016. And now we're almost at like 2,200. No, actually scratch that. We're at 2,200 and we're heading towards 2,300. And honestly, there are a lot of people I really do have to thank for bringing me to where I am. Because I know I definitely didn't do it by myself. As much as I'd like to think I would have done it by myself. But honestly, meeting Captain Nintendo Dude, freaking Jacob, Rachel, Cindy, Gabe, meeting them on the Nintendo Switch line and hanging out with them for the entire month while waiting for our Nintendo Switch has been nothing but a complete blessing, and all of them are fantastic people. And if you guys don't already, check them all out. I don't know what you guys are doing, though. You guys definitely need to go and show them some support as well. Especially C&D, because C&D, honestly, is a very interesting individual in the fact that he legitimately waited for 30 days for a Nintendo Switch. That, honestly, to me, boggled my mind. I didn't think that there's a guy out there that legitimately wanted to wait in the freezing cold for over a month to wait for a simple Nintendo console to be the first one to get the console. But yeah, there he was with Triforce Johnson, no less, and just hanging out. And honestly, hanging out with him and meeting everybody on the Nintendo line, honestly, it really ended up sparking something deep inside that I have not felt for the longest time. It gave me a new sense of pride, and it really ended up getting my mind out of the gutter, and it really brought me to such a better place. And honestly, words will probably never be able to describe how thankful I am that C&D and everyone came along and just kept pushing me forward. Some really more specific people that have been there even after the Switch line, though. Joe Gigotti is one of the most interesting and hilarious people I've ever met. Really a down-to-earth dude. Mr. Awesome, of course, like one of the most chill people you'll ever find on the internet. Honestly, I'm proud to call that dude and Gigotti both my friends, though. And I really kind of feel bad I couldn't make it to Gigotti's party. And I honestly hope that in 2018 we'll be able to hang out more. Mason Delfino, even though he wasn't able to really come back to the States too much, he also reached out to me quite a few times this year, and he honestly has kept my mind in a pretty good place. But if there's two special individuals that I really do have to thank from the bottom of my heart, and I mean the bottom of my heart, I definitely have to thank Abe and E from Blockhead Gaming for absolutely everything that they've done for me this year. Legitimately, I don't really think I would ever have said that I would have made any better friends than I have on the Nintendo Switch line than Abe and E. Honestly, I first saw these two on the line interviewing people out in the cold, and I just thought that these two only cared about themselves. And honestly, I got kind of a snobbish vibe off of them at first. But after thankfully getting to talk to them and just hanging out with them in general, it's just been a pleasure working with the two of them, and the two of them are both phenomenal individuals, and they definitely deserve a lot more credit than they're ever given credit for. Honestly, when it comes to the content that they make, the people they hang out with, the fact that they're just both of them are just so completely down to earth, and honestly, I really couldn't ask for better people to have in my life. And seriously, E and Abe, you two are amazing people. I really hope that we get to do more collabs next year. Because honestly, working with them for the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, as far as we got, I know we didn't get nowhere near finished on any of the games. I know I definitely want to still work with them on that. If we could work on Kirby together, that would be fantastic. My goal is to definitely work with them as much as possible next year and to just hang out with them more. Because those two, even on and off camera, subs or anything aside, all the people I just mentioned are all fantastic people. And it was really a pleasure getting to know all of them as genuine individuals and not just people that make YouTube content. And honestly, thanks to C&D, I really just can't thank them enough for what the opportunities I've been given this year. Getting to meet Reggie Fils-Aimé, getting to hang out with Charles Martinet again, getting to meet Shigeru Miyamoto for the Super Mario Run event as well. I don't even know if that happened this year. Honestly, so much shit has happened this year, I kind of lost track. But honestly, thanks to Captain Nintendo Dude and the way that he ran the community on the line. Honestly, if it wasn't for them, I definitely would not have decided to help out my buddies Silverstone and Shellshock with Switch and Play NYC. And honestly, that's the next thing I want to get into. Just everybody at Switch and Play NYC. Honestly, I know that for the admins such as Silverstone and Shellshock and myself, we've all been through a lot this year. I'm still personally dealing with a lot of shit mentally, and I'm hoping I can fix in 2018 to some extent. And I know that Silverstone and Shellshock both have been fighting their uphill battles as well, but honestly, getting to reconnect with the two of them thanks to Switch and Play NYC has been nothing short of incredible. And honestly, I didn't think back in 2011 that winning a simple Mario Kart 7 tournament would line me up for all this at all. It's honestly phenomenal that waiting in the cold for 48 hours... I really didn't think that waiting in the cold with them for 48 hours, and even waiting with them on the line for Super Mario Odyssey, I did not think that we would end up getting Switch and Play NYC as well running as we got it today. Legitimately, you're talking about a 6-year-old group that got a lot of backlash. A lot of problems were inside the group as well. Poor leadership, I feel like, was done on both parts, with both of the leaders. But, honestly, with the original leader from Street Pass NYC, myself, Silver, and Jeffrey, honestly, we've gone from a group that pretty much didn't have anybody up to a group that has like almost 30 to 40 people coming every single Friday down to Nintendo New York underneath the concourse and just coming together, making friends, hanging out with us, just making good gaming memories, and just sharing gaming knowledge and stories with each other. Whether it's talking about retro games you wanted to see come back, whether it's been playing against Nintendo 64 games at Waypoint Cafe, whether it's been all the special events that we've done in Coney Island for Splatoon 2, getting to hang out for archery for Fire Emblem Warriors, getting to hang out for the Super Mario Odyssey launch event, getting to fight each other in arms in Bryant Park. Honestly, those are memories that are going to legitimately last me a lifetime, and I really have to thank Shellshock and Silverstone for both being such phenomenally good friends and really kind of picking me up while my head was kind of down in the gutter and just keeping me going, because honestly, there's a lot that I deal with behind the cameras, and honestly, some of it affects whether or not I even get enough sleep every night. Honestly, I stress out about a lot of things. I stress out about whether I'll be able to pay bills this month. I'm stressed out about whether the fuck we're going to have freedom of the internet next year. I'm stressing out if I'm even going to have a roof over my head in 2018, for crying out loud. These are all legitimate problems that I deal with off camera that I don't like telling you guys about, but legitimately, every single one of the people from Switch and Play NYC that I've told about all these problems have been nothing but the most supportive and loving people that you could ever come across. And for that, I really do have to be grateful and thankful that Switch and Play NYC exists. And I'm just seriously so proud that I am actually part of something that phenomenal, that we've turned this into something so great. And honestly, if you guys don't know Switch and Play NYC, please go check them out. If you're someone that feels like you've been bullied for playing Nintendo games, if you feel like you got no friends in the gaming community, if you feel like you don't have anyone you could just connect and talk games with, there's always a seat for you in the concourse at Nintendo New York underneath, down in the concourse for Switch and Play every Friday from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Come on down, come and say hi to me, I won't bite. Come hang out with Silverstone, come hang out with Shellshock. Come talk to us about making content. I'd be more than happy to set you guys up for making content. Honestly, there's just so many good people from Switch and Play that I have to thank for just being good friends. Rock Tager, Prince David, Mecha Dragon, freaking Pride and Prime, Lucina. There are just so many people. Almost every single person from the Switch and Play group that I've had the pleasure of getting to know and come across has been nothing but phenomenal in helping me in my darkest times this year, as I've been dealing with a lot of dark shit behind the camera. And honestly, I've dealt with a lot of stress off camera. There's been a lot of drama off camera too. Don't forget, we still had the Eviscerated one that messed with the entire Nintendo Switch line and some other people in certain communities that I'm not going to mention here. But, yeah. Point is, yeah, there's been a lot of shit behind the camera this year. And honestly, with a lot of the good, there's also been a lot of the bad. But honestly, between Switch and Play and the Nintendo community, I can safely say that I've never had a stronger support system than I have this year. And for that, I want to thank each and every one of you that I just talked about for helping me stay on my feet, for keeping me going, for pushing me forward, for giving me reasons to strive. I really can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, it even goes beyond the people in the Nintendo community. It also goes beyond to the people that have worked on everything on my channel, from all the new artwork from Perdemonium, new artists that I've been able to shout out, thanks to Fabian Ardell Gringo and Tito Station specifically. Hell, we got so much good stuff this year. I was able to give you guys the Rainbow Road hype. We got ourselves a new Mario avatar. Next year, I want to bring all that through the roof. And honestly, with the help of those three and hopefully some other new artists down the line, hopefully I'll be able to bring some new content to the channel thanks to them. And hopefully we'll give this channel another fresh coat of paint when I can afford it next year. But not only that, though, I also have to thank the fantastic musicians that I feature their music on my channel all the time for everything that they've given me. The three in particular I want to thank off the top of my head are definitely Johnny Atma / Godmetal. He has been so supportive since the beginning, and honestly, it's such a blessing to see him growing. And honestly, if you guys don't know who he is, you guys really need to go check out his video game covers, because he does phenomenal work. And honestly, it sucks that I don't have enough money to freaking support him and all the other people I want to support as well, like Gab Ocarina 96 for his fantastic covers every week as well. And King Sparta X37 for managing to take My Little Pony and mixing it with Mario music and Sonic music and making some of the most catchiest music ever. And honestly, just all of them in general just giving me some good flair for my vlogs, my streams. Not to mention other great artists like Super Soul Bros and many, many more that I don't have the time to seriously mention in this video. But you've seen who you are at the beginning of my streams, and for that I want to thank you for continuing to make music. And in 2018, to all the artists and musicians that I just mentioned, I hope you continue to hone your craft. I hope you continue to keep going, and I wish you all nothing but the best in 2018 in terms of improving on your artwork, improving on your music, getting to where you need to be so you can continue making commissions for a living. And that also specifically goes to my buddy Silverstone14 as well. Not only is he a fantastic admin for Switch and Play NYC, but he's also been a dear friend of mine since 2011, and also another fantastic artist that you guys should really consider go checking out his streams and consider commissioning him for all the artwork, because that kid's been through a lot this year. I'm not going to mention anything about it on camera, but he knows what he's been through, and I give him so much credit for keeping such a strong, positive mental attitude. Same goes for Shell Shock and everything that he's been going through as well. He's also trying to learn the ropes with streaming and everything, and I really hope I can continue to help them and everyone at Switch and Play NYC, and I hope I can continue to support my favorite artists and musicians next year. Honestly, one other person I didn't get to mention from Switch and Play NYC that I have to thank is Prince David. Prince David, honestly, has been such a huge blessing, and I'm really glad I got to meet him and get to know him as a person this year as well. I know on Tuesday he streams a lot of Toho, but he has just been nothing but the kindest, most genuinely gold-hearted person that I could possibly ever come across. And honestly, it's going to be my job and my mission to help the three of them grow next year, as well as everyone else that I've been helping out in Switch and Play NYC. But beyond the musicians and the artists, it's not just about them here on the channel as well. I have a lot of my moderators to thank that have kept up with all the bullshit that this channel has dealt with this year. Honestly, I've made so much live streams this year, it's not even funny. I am very proud of myself because back in 2014 up until now, I don't think my consistency has ever gone as well as it has in 2017. And honestly, my moderators are a huge thanks to that. I'm talking about amazing people like Thunder Spirit, Electric Fox, Grave Keyblader, Kitty Darris, my girlfriend especially for being there every single stream, 112 for trying to help me get on my feet in general, and he knows what he's been helping me with. 112 also, thank you for keeping me on my feet as well though, because without you honestly my head would really be in such a fucked up place. Thanks to everybody in this video. I will probably never be able to thank everybody enough for everything that they've given me this year in general. But 112 especially, thank you for everything. My buddies Panda Swagger, my buddy Techno Madness, TGV Ben, who's been here since the beginning. Not to mention Thunder Spirit and Electric Fox, who have also been here since the beginning, along with Kitty Darris. The Epic Man coming in from Switch and Play NYC. My buddy the Flaming Zebra, who has been a phenomenal friend since the beginning. And also Mr. JDPRS as well, for being such good friends and just keeping my head out of the gutter on Facebook chat. And also my buddy Titus, that also really helped me out a lot this year, who has been such a phenomenal help. And also a new friend of mine, the True Eagle. Again, there's just too many people that I can name off the top of my head to just say thank you to everybody that's been so supportive. But I think the most important people to thank is the people right now watching this video, whether you're on YouTube, whether you've been following me on Twitch and this video goes up on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Honestly, for every person that's ever donated, for every person that's ever hit that like button, for every person that's even bothered to see what the fuck I'm talking about in this video, for every person that's even decided to give my channel a chance and say that I give a fuck about this person and what he does. Just thank you guys for all the love and support. Legitimately, whenever I've been down on Twitter, you guys have always been there to keep my head out of the gutter. And just keep me moving in such amazing ways and to just keep striving forward for better content. And honestly, hold on, I have to bring this up really quickly. I don't even know if I'll be able to really bring this up, but there's a certain tweet that I really want to go back and take a look at. Just to kind of show off where we've been and where I've made it to this year in terms of my content from this year compared to last year. I know for a fact that I have it somewhere down here. Here it is. Honestly, this speaks volumes to me, and honestly, I just can't thank you enough for pushing me to get to this point. It's really kind of crazy how much a year can make a huge difference content-wise. I'm looking back at some of the Let's Plays I did live, and I'm almost tempted to say screw it and delete them and give them a proper quality now that I know that Twitch actually will let me chop them up into proper parts. Just take a look at this. This is back in 2016 when I was just starting to struggle. Back when I was just starting to climb my way back up towards 100 subs. This was back when I had the old classic Super Mario Kart logo, back before the legal dispute happened over that as well. That needs to be abolished too next year. All the way up until now, and even further beyond, the fact that I've been able to make this such a proper layout, and honestly, just my overall camera quality, my overall microphone quality, all the bells and whistles I've been able to add, all the amazing features I've been able to add thanks to Streamlabs, thanks to Twitch, thanks to switching over to OBS, all the new tools I've gotten myself, including the Elgato Switch, the Elgato Stream Deck, everything. Just none of the huge quality changes would not have been possible if you guys didn't push me to keep striving forward. And for that, I really do have to thank every single one of you for all the Twitch subs, all the YouTube sponsorships, every dollar you've thrown at me this year, every like, every subscription, every follow, every tweet that you guys have done to help support this channel and what it does. I honestly will never be able to return the amount of gratitude I have for each and every single one of you guys, for everything that you guys have pretty much given me in my darkest hours. And honestly, in closing, I really do have a lot that I have to talk about in terms of 2018. In terms of 2018, I'm going big. I am doing all my Let's Plays live on Twitch, for those that don't know, so follow me on Twitch as well, because Twitch is going to be the most legit platform for us to try to make it work on there, because honestly, in the few weeks that I've been using Twitch, I've honestly seen a huge difference compared to any live stream I've done on YouTube Gaming. If I ever become a partner on Twitch, which I'm aiming for in 2018, I will definitely go back to dual streaming, but I'm not looking back at the fact that I went over to Twitch, and you guys and your overwhelming support are huge tokens of testament to that. But in terms of 2018, I do have a little bit of advice to give you guys. Whether it's net neutrality or anything you want to do in your life, speak your voice. Do not be afraid to get behind the microphone and webcam, whether you think you're not good enough to be on camera, whether you don't think you're good enough to make content. Your voice fucking matters, whether you know it or not. You guys matter so much to the internet. Whether you're a viewer of someone's live stream, whether you decide to throw bits at someone, whether you just happen to tell them that they're doing a fantastic job making content on YouTube and Twitch. It means a lot to us content creators. You never know when one positive message will make a difference, so speak your voice and just let people know how you feel, regardless of who they are. You might think that you're being a pain in the ass, but trust me, you're not. Your small words of positivity can mean a lot more than you realize. Honestly, if it wasn't for all the positivity in my life this entire year, I honestly contemplated suicide back in back in January and February, because of how deep in the gutter I was. I legitimately thought I was an insignificant piece of shit that didn't really matter on the internet. I still kind of think I am that way, but you guys seem to tell me otherwise, and for that, I really do appreciate it. I'm honestly hoping to make some huge strides on the internet next year, and I really do hope that, with all the changes I'm making, I'm really hoping that we can all make a difference next year in a lot of ways, whether it's net neutrality, or just spreading the positivity and just spreading love to all other people on the internet. And one thing I can't stress enough, I don't care who you are, I don't care what economic status you're from, I don't care what race, gender, sexual orientation, anything like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. Every single one of you matters to someone. And just be there for each other. That is probably the most important thing I could possibly ever tell you. Be there for each other and support each other's dreams. Don't be afraid to chase them. If there's anything that I've really learned in 2017, it's that perseverance definitely speaks volumes. And honestly, coming back from a 700 subscriber loss to going from 400 subscribers back in March all the way up until 2,200 now, words cannot describe how fucking grateful and how phenomenal that you all have been to me in order to give me that chance to keep going and to give my channel a second revival. And I promise you, in 2018, I'm going to continue to deliver the best content that I possibly can. I'm going to still try my best, even if net neutrality definitely goes out the window, but in terms of net neutrality, the fight doesn't stop here. You need to speak to Congress. You need to speak to your local representatives. You need to text them. You need to retweet every single fucking thing that you see on net neutrality on Twitter. Speak it in volumes on Facebook. Make a video. You know what? I'm challenging the Nintendo community to make a video on net neutrality next year along with me. I'm calling you out, C&D. I'm calling you out too, Gabe, Rachel, Irving, Blockhead Gaming, Mr. Awesome, Joe Gigotti, Cindy, Gabe. If I already mentioned Gabe, I already know I probably mentioned him twice. I know he's fucking hype about Bayonetta 3, but this is the time to fucking put our voices forward and to unite as people on the internet. As viewers, content creators, Twitch streamers, and everything. This year has been phenomenal in gaming as it's brought local multiplayer back to everybody thanks to the Nintendo Switch. But next year is going to be a bigger battle than we ever realized trying to fight for the net. But I hope that regardless of what happens, I hope that whether you're a small content creator or a giant content creator, I hope that if somehow net neutrality does somehow get abolished and somehow the courts and Congress somehow are fucking idiotic enough to let this shit pass, I hope that everyone will continue to strive and to continue creating their content on YouTube and Twitch. And I really do hope that everyone will still be able to chase their internet dreams like I am going to continue to do in 2018. Again, thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this little thank you video of 2018. This is probably going to be my final video for 2017, and I want to thank you guys. And regardless of what holiday you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Ramadan, anything that you guys are celebrating this month, I wish you guys the happiest of holidays. And may your 2018 be merry, may it be bright, may it be filled with love. May we all find a better rainbow road to cross down and race upon in 2018. May we continue to unite as all people the way that all the colors unite on Rainbow Road. And may we all just continue to come together as a community here on Mike's Monster Gaming and in all communities in general, whether it's Nintendo or otherwise. And I really do hope that we can all continue to strive for equality and happiness across the entire internet and with each other on any future lines that we have next year. Be good to each other, be good sportsmen to each other. Freaking don't shit on each other for being good at games. I already know one person that ended up doing that, and yeah, I'm calling that person out again. There's no reason for toxicity in any community, whether it's Nintendo or otherwise. So next year, my best wish is that we all learn to get along with each other and that we all continue to help each other and help each other strive, whether it's making content or whatever it is that we do in our lives. I hope that we can continue to make an impact on everyone else. And I really do hope that I continue to make an impact on you guys. Again, thank you guys for watching. And until 2018, my fellow Monster Gamers, take care.